gagamit ka ng to the power, to the so dalawang asterisk lang. So ganun din kapag may mga square root tayo. So tingnan nyo.
Again, Alt, Enter. So 7 to the power of 4 is 2,401. So another question here is the 13th root of 358. So that's easy. So 358, you use also the power, but this time you reciprocate it by 1. So 113. So that will result in the 13th root of 358. So we use again Alt Enter. Okay, so
wala kasing ang meron lang kasi sa NumPy is mga square root lang tsaka cube root. So anyway, kapag naman ni-raise mo siya sa halimbawa sa 1/2, so same din naman yun ng square root So may mga application kasi na kailangan mo halimbawa ay 15th root, 17th root, 18th root. So usually ang ginagawa mo lang 1/13. So 1/3. So same din yun So hindi ko lang naturo sa
that
inyo yun.
is the answer is 1.571999 and so on. Okay, so next, second question. So split the string below into a list. So if you remember, so we are using methods here. So if you're not familiar with this one, so don't go directly executing this one because you have to define this first. Okay, so you copy this one, then paste, then Alt Enter again. Okay, so if you have S and you press dot and you want to know more about the methods, so again there's split. So if you want to know the documentation, Shift Tab. So the split method accept.
Okay, so ganito. So may sinabi akong shift tab So usually kapag may method siya, kapag gumagamit ka ng Anaconda Python o kaya is ng Google Colab, pag shinip tab mo siya, ibibigay sa iyo yung documentation niya. Okay? Shift tab. So ibibigay sa iyo yung documentation. Ba gusto mong malaman kung saan pa yung gamit ng split o kaya kahit anong method. So shift tab mo lang siya.
Two parameters. Okay, by default we will use the blank one. So s dot split. So Alt Enter. I'm sorry about that. So Alt Enter. So if you split the string, it will make it into a list separated by spaces. So I think this is enough. Okay. So number 3. So given the variables planet, Jupiter, diameter 139,820, use dot format to print the following string. So the output must be this one. So the diameter of Jupiter is 139,890. So we just copy here. Of course, you have to define the variable first. Then we will use print formatting. So print, it says the diameter of blank is blank again. Then we use the print formatting. So format, let's say planet, and its diameter. Okay. So Alt Enter. So the diameter of Jupiter is 139,820. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so the fourth number tests your ability to grab index or splicing and indexing. So for this one, here we will grab the word target for each set of list. So if you are not confident to do it.
Okay, so ganito. Minsan kasi, wait lang, nalobat ako ha. So babagal na naman yung laptop ko for sure. Okay pa yung audio ko. Pag sinasaksak ko kasi yung laptop ko na bumabagal yung performance ng PC ko. Hindi ko alam kung anong problema nitong nung Acer ko na laptop.
Okay naman
Okay
po,
pa
sir.
yung audio ko. Malinaw pa. Minsan kasi sa
Hindi naman po,
recording,
sir. Malinaw naman.
gaya nung minsan, nagiging mo yung boses. Sa ngayon, hindi naman. Okay pa. Okay. Okay yan. Salamat. Yung recording kasi na yung in-upload ko, may portion doon na naging alien yung voice ko. Isa ko yung channel ko so far. Okay, so hindi pa talaga yung masyadong well-versed doon sa pag-i-index. Hindi ko naman na sunod-sunod yung code, yung i-breakdown. Minsan kasi, pero kaya mag-index lang, hindi mas madan. Pero hindi ko nakapagawa sa kayo ng sarili ko. Kaya naman kasi.
Okay, so this time, so we're counting the okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3. So starting with this next, so we find index 6%. So we have 4, 5, 6, and easy. So give it a sign. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, so nothing. This other. Okay, so yeah. So I think this is also 0, 1, 2, 3, 11. The value. Okay. Okay, so let's see to the second list. So this example is a very weakness list. So I have a part and answer here. So list to index 3. So why? So this is 0, 1, 3. So we execute this one. So we have a 4, 5. But we're interested with list here with 8 because the part is included here. So list to index 3. And we have so again up enter so that we will not repeat the third example. Okay. So we have another list. So list 2, 3. So again, then we count so 0, 1, 2, 3, 3. So up enter. Let's up enter more so that make sure we will not click line. So copy, paste. We count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got it here. So again up enter. So one more. This one is index 1. So that's index 1. So we have up enter. So we are by that we have 1, 2, 3, 5 equals before we reach the target. So let's one. So again shift enter. So we'll grab part 1 again this list. So incident. So let's try this one by one straight line. So that's it. We have here. Then the next one is have index 1. Okay. Then 0, 1, 2, 3. We have index 3. Then 0, 1, 2, 3. We have also index 3. Then we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have index 4. Then for the last one, we have index 1. So hope this is correct. Yes, that's correct. With practice doing one line, you won't save additional coding. We better this one. We use doing one line, but if you're not comfortable with this, do it one by one. Okay. So next one, so we have a dictionary. So we will index dictionary. So we will write the word 3. So again, let's exit this. Exit this. So I'll tab. So B1 would have been for sure have here K2. Okay, tab 1. So B1 K2, we have a K3. So after so we arrive at the word 3. But it's not tricky. It's easy. Okay, next. Again, opt out. Let's hit the code. So B2. So we'll go straight to K2. Okay, so B2 party is K2. They have another this is a dictionary. So let's one by one. So 3. Then the K is list. So 1, 2, 3. So it's index 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So after. So arrive at the wording again. The next one. Now this one is after. So 3. But I'm confident you can list it for the exercises. So B3. So all is included in the K1. K1. Okay, so alt enter. So the next one is we have index 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so B3. So K1 we have index 3. It's a list. So alt enter. Then we have a of hello because this one is a dictionary. So again, now enter the key of hello. So alt enter. So we have this one again. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so copy one. Then index 3. So alt enter. Okay, so we have IS. So when you copy this one, so copy paste this one. We have of IS. Again after. They have a list which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So last one will index 3. So we can have the 3 key. Simple okay. That's not the key. It's easy. Right? So number 6, even number below, grab the following words. So take a look at this one. Okay, number 1. So we have the word programming. So this is just an index. So we count, of course. So 0,
Sir,
1,
wala po
2,
yata.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, I put in the value 100. So we will end here 11. So stop there. So that's fine.
Wait, ano? Hello? Wait lang, wait lang. Ano yan? Nawala na?
Nasa tricky pa po yung tunog.
Okay. Sige. In-unshare ko lang muna. Siguro na-delay. Nandun pa rin sa ano, sa tricky yung tunog. Okay, so wait
Opo,
lang ha.
sir.
So i-resume ko lang ha. Naglalag siguro talaga yung internet ngayon dun sa ano, dun sa school. Okay. Nandito na ako sa ano, sa number 6. Kita nyo na ulit?
Opo, sir.
Okay.
Opo.
So bali ganito lang yung exercises kasi ano lang, string indexing lang. So hindi siya ano, hindi siya list indexing, hindi siya dictionary indexing, pero same concept din yung nangyayari ano. So kung igagrab mo daw yung word na programming, edi 0 to 11. So tuloy ko lang ano. So naglalag
Ang
kasi yung
FT, so
laptop
we
ko talaga.
grab data science. If this is 11, so this is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you start at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So we will end up at 28. So again, Alt Enter. So it's data science. So how about you grab the last one? Okay. So if you count from here, so I think you will count a lot. But since this is at
Okay? So dun sa third na example, ano, kung bibilangin mo daw, sabi ko nung nakaraang taon, ano, so masyadong malayo na dun sa dulo. So may option ka na ano, na nabasahin siya o kaya i-grab from the ano yung from the right.
end,
So
so we
ito
can
yun.
use a negative value here. So for example, I will just try an example. If we try this one, so st negative 1, it will grab the last e. Okay? So how can you select this one starting from the right? So how about this one? If I grab negative 7, so what will be the result? So it's A. It's here. So why? Negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we want to do is grab the negative 7, so starting from the beginning. Okay? So let's try this one. So Alt, Enter. Oh, that's awesome. It's really awesome. You can work indexing from the right side.
Okay? So pag kukunin mo yung string, i-index mo siya sa right side, ano. So laging ire-remember niyo na negative siya, ano. So yung sinulat diyan, negative 7, ano. So medyo baligtad kasi siya, no. Nagsisimula siya sa right. So pag sila negative 7 from forward is 7 lang yung pipiliin ko from the right. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pabalik lang. So, kung ang sagot mo naman sa exercise is nagmula ka dun sa programming, tama din naman yun. Wala namang kaso dun. Ano? So, kung nagsimula ka, halimbawa, nagbilang ka from letter P, bago ka makarating dun sa awesome, okay din lang yun. As long as tama. Pero ito yung isang option, ano. So, syempre, kung malayo na yung statement mo, ano, halimbawa, paragraph na siya. Ano, bawa ay 150 characters na ipinapagrab ko yung pinakadulo. So, mahirap magbilang from the left. So, ang option mo is magbilang naman from the right. So, yung ginawa natin is negative 7 tapos colon. Ibig sabihin, piliin mo from the right side, kukuha ko ng 7 characters. So, yun lang ibig sabihin nun na.
So it just means that negative 7, but I start from the outermost right side. So this one, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 7. Okay, there's no...
Okay, so ganito yung difference pag nag-umpisa ka sa sa ano naman, sa right. Hindi tayo mag-uumpisa sa 0. Kasi ang umpisa ng 0 talaga, oops, sige, ano daw? May nag-raise ng hand? Sige, pwedeng magtanong. Meron ba?
Napindot lang po ata, sir.
Okay lang. So, ganito ha. So, take note lang. Di ba lagi tayo nagbibilang from 0? Ngayon, kung dito naman sa hulihan, hindi tayo mag-uumpisa sa 0 ha. Kung mapapansin nyo, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7. Okay, hindi tayo mag-uumpisa sa zero. Kasi ang zero indexing is nagmumula dito sa left side. So yun lang, minsan nakaka-tricky din yun. Anyway, kung in-execute mo naman at bitin yung awesome, ano, so i-re-execute mo lang. Bawa, bitin siya sa -7, bawa -8. So pwede naman din yun, ano. So tuloy ko lang ha. Meron akong dito sa exercise na to, meron akong mga hindi na lecture, kaya pinapakita ko din.
-0 here. So let's try that one. Okay. So let's try that one. So Alt Enter. So that's an error. So how about 0? Okay, that's an error because 0 means you're starting from here. So you just leave it blank. Okay. So -7. You can also do this, but if you start from 0, you will count a lot. So since this one is very close to the right side, I will use a negative indexing number. Okay, it's really awesome. So we have so many lines here now because we are doing Alt Tab. So again, to delete this one, you press double D consecutively.
Yun ay sa ano, ang gamit ko dito is Anaconda Python pa nun, ano. So kung gusto mo mag-delete, press mo lang dalawang mabilis na D. Hindi ko lang natatry sa Google Colab. Ano? So tingnan niyo, double D daw sabi ko.
Okay. So that's the shortcut. If you don't want the shortcut, you edit and you cut the cells. Okay, so let's save this first. So number 7, create a function. So we'll define a function that grabs the email website domain from a string. So this means that we will create a function that only grabs the domain name for the email.
So ganito yung gagawin nating function, ano. So hindi ko na ata ito na isama dun sa exam. So gusto ko lang i-grab yung ano, slsu.edu.ph. Okay? So yun yung gagawin natin. Igagrab ko yung slsu.edu.ph. Ayan, nalobat na naman yung laptop ko. Babagal na naman. So wait lang ha. Sasaksak ko ulit. Huwag kayong bibili ng Acer Travelmate. Bumabagal pag naka-plug in. Wait lang, antayin lang natin ng konti. Ano. Bumabagal talaga siya pag naka-plug in. Naghahanap ako ng solution. Pag meron kayong Acer na laptop, tapos sinasaksak nyo, tapos bumabagal yung performance, sabihin nyo naman sa akin ng solution. Bibili na ako ng bagong laptop ulit. So, wait lang. So, kung gagawin natin yung function, ano, malinaw pa, malinaw pa.
Malinaw po, sir.
Malinaw po.
Yan, hindi na ako narinig. Malinaw pa ba? Okay. Kaya ba ako sa recording kasi sa laptop ko, nagiginig ko sa usap. Kaya naman yung sabihin na narinig.
How about domain parameter of phone number? We want to define the we type the email address sitting at the after. Okay, and we'll indicate one by one. We have that here. So usually I don't find this one. So we have a error is I read it. I see it. Okay. So this grab domain.
So ganito lang. Yan ang gawin natin.
File import.
Ang gawin yung email split in this one. Okay.
We do this one. And that was the domain. If you want really
Email naman sa zero.
for some Gmail, we're grabbing the Gmail. Okay. So what we will
Sir, may tanong po. Sir, may tanong po ako. Sir, pwede bang ilagay po sa variable po yung pinaka-email ko? Kung maglalagay po ng variable email sa may task po ng function. Same pa rin po, sir. Same po yung lalagay. Ay, hindi po mag-break po. Pa rin po, sir. Yung grab domain, yung nasa line 7. Okay. Basta yung... Ay, sorry po. Ang ibig ko po sabihin, sir, ay yung function na lang po ang magra-repo, hindi na po tatawagin. Yung parang... Yung... Okay po, sir. Dinig po, sir.
Oo, sir.
Ay, sir, pwede din po kaya dyan yung nalalagay po sa variable po yung function.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay po.
Pwede naman. Yes. Pwede siya, pwede siya. Gawa mo naman yung exercises na nag-aaral tayo sa same output. Hindi naman minamalihan. Hindi ako yung teacher na pag sinabing ito lang yung solusyon, is yun lang yung solusyon. So, nag-share lang muna ako. So, minag sa akin sa chat. Third part this. So, siguro mga ganito. Sige, gagawin ko. Ang win ng 100% ko ang dito, si Manalo. Yung processor management, yung win na. Wala akong ganitong setting. Siguro hindi professional yung Windows 10 ko home, set lang home on battery, 15 minutes return of hard disk after.
Hindi ko lang nakakanta na chance. Iwata nito. Reference ko.
Ah?
Ito, laptop lang po. Kaya akong maganda dun. Yung baka ko kumain.
Paano?
Bukas binabago ko.
Baka plug-in, napansin ko tayo mabagal siya. Tapos pag tinanggal mo yung kakasaksak sa plug-in, ang bilis na ulit. Hindi ko alam pa. Ganun din sa'yo. Ano yung
Ay, sir, ano po ang dati?
Ano yung night sense
Nang
application?
ako, sa araw po na ayos.
Night sense. As may
Ito
gawin
lang
ko
ako nakabattery sila. Lalo ko na bago.
Sige. Acer yung laptop
Ako
ko.
sa response ko ng isa ko.
Sa pag-replay ko, ang ganda ng laptop namin, ang gusto ko pang ilin na. Pag nireplay ko ba, pag nireplay ko sa OBS na support
Mga
ng ilin,
ganito,
kung sa mga yung supporting na. So, pwede so kung lang dito, nakikita nyo yung screen ko. So, ibig sabihin lang yan, pag ginawa mo siyang function, yung approach mo, mas flexible siya. Kasi kahit anong ipasa mo na may information at delete ako, igaga pa rin niya yung at portion, mo kailangan.
Doing here, just splitting list. I attach numbers string to list. Move them to list. Maybe this will and then for example, string of information at test.fd.each example. Okay. And we want to split this one. So s dot split. Remember that we convert this into a. But this time, if you provide a parameter, we will set this one right here. That one. Okay, so enter. So now you have a list of information in SLFLD. So if you count this one 0, index 0, then this is the one. That's why we provide an index 1 to develop it. So this one, so we got it at the inside the grab domain function. So these are the exceptions. So we can change this one about happening. We have a user, for example. So this one, so this is the grab domain. So the body of task element. So another one, create a function that is true for the word of. Okay, so don't worry about your exit function being attached to it, but do capitalization. When the parameter you will pass into the string convert to lowercase. So it's the definition. So definition. So we look at both. Okay, so learn. So we can use the stat rings. So learn. Remember the int sorted that's here. So in string dot over. So we got string content. Then the real is you can chain maps. So this is perfectly.
Sir, ano update ko yung audio? Kasi ano kayo?
And nagbatik the library. So post your main network. So this is number. Okay, so get dog. For example, I have this term. How much is that dog in the window? Okay, so we'll clear to how I want to check. Okay.
Ako, sir.
to return false. We're considering the string a dog, so okay. So let's do some excess else. So okay, create a function that has the number of
naulit-ulitin yung exercise. So, pag ang approach ni function, okay lang naman. Kung hindi naman ang sagot nyo, dami na akong pinagawang ganyan, hindi okay din lang. Okay. Okay? So yung number 9 naman, so gagawa tayo ng ano. So gagawa tayo ng function naman daw na halimbawa magpapasa ko ng string ano, tapos bibilangin naman niya yung number of times na mag-occur yung yung cat. So sabi dito, ignore din yung yung edge cases. Okay? So usually ito i-practice ng hindi ko na ipapagawa sa inyo, dapat pa-practice pa tayo yung paano mag-create ng mga function, pero share ko na lang
Cat, the word cat, of course, into the string. So how will you do this one? Okay, so we will use a definition
Sir, may
with
tanong
a for loop.
Yes. Ano daw?
Sir, ano pong ibig sabihin po yung ignore age cases po?
Lowercase lang yan, lowercase, uppercase. So parang ganun lang.
Okay po, sir.
Kasi sa
Kapag po hindi po i-ignore, pwede po ang may uppercase po, sir.
pag sinabi mong hindi siya case sensitive, iba kasi yung C80 na capital kaysa do sa C80 na maliit. Okay? So
Okay po, sir.
pag ganun yung gagawin mo, kung halimbawa bibilangin mo talaga yung C80, halimbawa Jejemon yung spelling lowercase c, uppercase a, lowercase t. Iba siya dun sa lowercase lang na C80. So binibilang nung Python is kung talagang identical lang talaga. So ang ginagawa sa searching, halimbawa sa mga database, ilalagay ko yung Renato Racelis Maaliw III. Minsan, ang SQL server ay napaka-sensitive. Halimbawa, nag-search ako ng Renato Maaliw na uppercase. Kung hindi mo i-convert siya sa lowercase, maaaring hindi mo ma-search yung name ko. Dahil lang, ginawa mong capital letters. Okay? So, usually, pag searching sa database, kung ano yung entry na nilagay mo, halimbawa, Renato, ang tinype ko ay capital lahat. So, i-convert ko muna siya sa lowercase lahat. Tapos, kasi ang nakalagay doon sa database ko, kung titingnan mo, for example, is naka-lowercase na lahat. So, may mga ganong approach sa database programming. So, para hindi na tayo mahirapan, kasi ang daming probability na pwede mong spelling yung Renato Capital R, capital E, sabay nag-lowercase ka ng N, nag-uppercase ka ulit ng A, nag-lowercase ka ng T. Nakikita nyo yung dami ng possible combination. So, ang ginagawa minsan sa programming, para sumimple na lang, para ma-search natin lahat ng terms, i-convert natin ng lowercase yung ilalagay ni user. Ngayon, sa database, ganun din yung kung hindi man sa database ganun yung entry, bago ko hugutin sa database naman, gagawin ko ding lowercase. Para makatipid lang tayo ng processing code. Kung ayaw mo talaga nung ganun, gagamit ka nung kung familiar kayo ng regular expression. Kung magse-search tayo halimbawa ng regular expressions, search niyo regular expression. So iba pa siya na programming syntax specifically for string. So yung halimbawa, i-check ko yung email, tama ba yung format? Di dapat sa email ko may at, tapos may domain nakasunod. So ganun yung regular expression. Halimbawa, maglalagay ako ng cellphone number. Dapat 3 number muna, tapos halimbawa 4 na number yung kasunod, tapos 3 number. Dapat bawal yung halimbawa is letters sa cellphone number. Regular expression, So, kung isa-search mo siya sa Google man, so iba pang siya. Lahat ng programming language at some point may regular expression na tinatawag. Pero dito, para dumali lang yung example, hindi tayo. Kaya kino-convert natin sa lowercase, ini-ignore natin yung cases.
And inside
Okay.
the for loop, maybe there's an if statement to compare the string that we passed if it has a cat word on it. So again, let's define this one. So def, let's name it cat count. So let's pass st for string. Okay. So let's define an initiator variable. So count. So for count is
Okay? So, kaya nag-i-initiate tayo ng count is equals to 0. Magbibilang nga kasi tayo ng word na cat. Halimbawa, ang sentence ko is, cat is beautiful, cat is beautiful cat. So, ibig sabihin, 3 na agad dapat yung mabilang ko. So, meron lang akong temporary variable sa loob ng function na sasabihin niya, ang count ko is mag-uumpisa muna sa 0. Okay?
equal to 0. Then for, remember, we will use a temporary variable here. So my temporary variable here is
Okay, so pwede din sa loob ng function mo is meron ako na na for loop. So pwedeng ganyan kasi nga magbibilang ako, nakikita ko yung halimbawa yung presence na ifo-for loop ko. Kasi parang chunk by chunk bawat spacing isahanapin ko yung word na cut
word in the parameter, we pass the st parameter, which is again lower. Then we will split this one so that it will become a list. Okay, so if word is equivalent to, let's say, for example, cat. Okay, so remember your if statement, the tabbing. So maybe we increment the count, so count plus 1. Then for the for statement, so remember, I will place here return, then we have count. Okay, so let's execute. So for example, we have cat count. So we passed a parameter of cat, bat, cat, dog. So we're expecting the return value of 3 because I have a cat 3 times that occur here in the specific string inside the parameter. Okay, so how about I change this one to dog? Okay, so shift enter. Okay, so how about I change this to bat? So shift enter. So it's counting 1. So it will not.
So nagbibilang lang tayo So bakit gumamit ng for loop Naglo-loop tayo dun, 'di ba? Pag sinabi mong dot split, ginagawa niyang list. Okay? So ibig sabihin, kada looping ko dun sa item list, so tinitingnan ko lang kung word na na cut. Okay? Since naka lowercase yung ST, itong ST, lahat ng papasok sa ST is gagawin ko lowercase. So kahit gawing capital mo 'yan, so ise-sense pa rin 'yan, bawa capital yung C mo. So ilo-lowercase niya yung isa. So talagang cut lang dapat yung madedetect.
Not be the same if
Sir,
you
may tanong po ako. Sir, halimbawa po yung word po ay called end time, ay may C80 po yun. Na-ignore po yung other word. E di, yung C80 po makaka-count as 1 kasi cut po.
Parang hindi. Talagang strict siya na C80 lang talaga. Halimbawa, in between, halimbawa cut ayon. Halimbawa yung cut ba ang nasa gitna? Halimbawa, may cut siya sa gitna.
Hindi po sir, halimbawa po.
Halimbawa
Tas may
ay...
end po, tas may time. E di, kapag na-ignore po yung ibang letters, matitira po yung C80. Kasi po, cut. Count as 1 po ba yun or hindi po?
Teka, gawin natin. So, kokopyahin ko yung code Wait lang. So, try natin. So, hindi ko ma-figure out pag hindi ko nakikita. So, wait lang. So, gawin natin So, hindi nyo nakikita yung screen ko, pero ginagawa ko. Kinokopya ko yung example. Okay, so wait lang Tapos i-share ko ulit sa inyo. So, count equals 0. Nagtatype ako on the background, So, forward st.lower.
Sir, feeling ko po hindi po, sir, ari po yun.
Pwedeng...
Baka po naka-word equals to cut po eh. Feeling ko lang po, sir.
Pwede din naman. Itong word in st lower ba?
Word equals to cut po.
Itong if word equals to cut.
Opo. May
Ay.
condition po kasi parang hindi po talaga mahanap po, sir.
Na...
Yung tinatanong po ni Patrick po parang...
Ay, oo. Kasi strict nga
Opo, may condition po
Oo,
kasi, sir.
naka-condition na tayo na strictly C80 lang. Okay? Kasi pag in-split mo naman, yung spacing kasi ang nagiging dito ini-split niya per spacing. Okay? So, parang strict kahit execute ko talagang ganito lang talaga.
E di sir, pwede po yun kapag iisang string po sila pero I mean, hindi po cut yung nabuong word pero nasa isang string. Pwede po yun or hindi
Yung
rin?
cut, hindi. Kasi ang basis ng split, kung natatandaan natin, is yung spacing ang tanda niya. Ini-split ko siya per spaces. Kung talagang gusto mo nung ganun, yun na nga yung sinasabi ko na ano. So, gagamit tayo ng regular expressions. Na kahit halimbawa, nasa gitna yung cut, halimbawa, bakat. Ano? May B-A-C-A-T. Okay? So, kung talagang gusto mong makita na yung parang brute force ba na search, ano, na basta may cut, kahit part siya ng ibang word is pwedeng ma-search. Regular expressions na kasi yung gagamitin ko dun. Ano, pero dun sa simple example lang natin, talagang strictly lang. Ano, so C80 lang talaga. Okay? Napakasimple lang nung function natin. Okay? So, sige, ituloy ko lang ha. Ayan na naman, nalobat na naman ako. Wait lang, isasaksa ko na naman. Sus ko. Hindi ko pa nagagawa yung NitroSense. Mamaya gagawin ko yung suggestion ni Sir Manalo na NitroSense. Okay?
So doon pala sa power options, kapag po sinerch, wala din po na.
Oo. Yung iba
Since
kasi
register
sa
na po. Opo.
wala eh. Pero ang ginagawa ko, registry edit ba? O registry editor para magkamera ka ba ng option. Wala ako nung process of power management eh. Pero nung nakita ko sa website, pwede ako lagyan so registry editor. Edit. Edit ka meron nga siya. So malamang yung sinasabing hard disk off mo gagawin ko yung registry edit. Para mo option. Hindi ko nasisili yung BIOS eh. Akin din sa BIOS mismo ba? Nung baka meron doon. Hindi ko na nagabara na ba nag-meeting. Ano ba kasi sinasabi ko kung yung version natin.
However, most of the somewhere at the available for that.
Yun nga yung nasabi ko. Kung gusto ko may bakat ganyan yung tulad. So, yung baby lang talaga yan. Kasi
Siguro
yung
ang
price
dito na naman. So, we will use expression. So, we find so, account, you may okay, naman. So, please don't express in the paper.
So, function pa rin, ano? Pero ang sabi lang dito condition, hindi ako gagamit ng fully defined function. So, gamit tayo ng for simple function. Ano? Ang gagawin natin, i-filter natin yung words sa list pa rin na nag-start sa letter S. Okay? Sabihin, kailangan ako si shelter. Okay, may message lang sa Facebook. Wait lang ha. Okay, so ibig sabihin shelter tapos shell tapos even. Ano? So, ang mangyayari, should be filter down to cat, dog, bird. Ano? So, sabi natin, lambda expression to filter out words from a list that do not start. Ano? Again, magagamit ko sa list ng mga words na hindi nag-start dun sa letter S. So, ginawa namin.
Fill out this list that do not start with letter S. So basically what you're doing is to exclude words that starts with the letter S. So how can we do that? Okay, so of course define the first. Okay, so we're using the expression. So remember, the expression is an animal function. Okay, so we'll use lambda or then this. Okay, so lambda. Okay, so let's pass parameter words. We're concerned with the word index 0. So why? We're concerned if the word is starting with letter S or not. Okay, so since this is a list, okay, and this can be index also, so instead here if the word index not with that one. So index 0 is not equivalent to S. Okay, so that's the function. This one we will use A. You have to something, let me make it first so that you will understand it. So we have sequence here. Then we perform a list. So if you remember, we have a list function. So this will be down the list. So up enter. So we have also 2, 4, 4.
Tanong lang ulit. Saan po yung sector? Yung sir po, sir. Yung pong sector yung sabi po. Ay, sorry po, sir. Sorry po. Opo, sir. Hindi po, sir, nakita.
Y. So S is starting
Wait lang ha, nawawala yung internet ko na naman. Next time sa bahay na ako mag-lecture. Hindi na ako nauwi ako, hindi magkaigi talaga dito. Tsaka mas maganda doon sa desktop. Kahit malobat, hindi naman nalolobat yung desktop, kaya okay lang. Okay. So, i-share ko ulit So matatapos na to. Kahit tapusin natin dito sa Tapos i-share ko na lang ulit itong video na to. Tinago ko kasi. Natatawa lang, nandun yun sa playlist. So dun sa mga nakapanood ahead, nandito yung mga exercise natin. Pero pansamantala kasi tinago ko siya. Kasi mapapanood yung mga exercises kasi nating iba nandito. So pansamantala tinago ko muna siya. Tapos yung problem 11 natin. Yun yung yun yung haba hinuli ka tapos birthday. So i-share ko na lang ulit yung link dito kasi may tao ata nag-iintay sa akin. So last na to. Wait lang, share ko lang. So ang ginagawa ng map, kung makikita nyo, so nagmamapping lang siya ng boolean values. Ibig sabihin, kung yung word daw is not equal to S, dun sa value natin ng sequence, So, ibig sabihin, may lambda ako, tapos ito yung condition ko, tapos iminamapa ko yung kung kung nagsisimula ba siya sa S. Tapos, ilalagay ko siya sa list. Mapping ng Boolean values dun sa list. So, magiging result niyan is false, true, true, false, false, true. Kung titingnan nyo yung shelter, hindi ka ba nagsisimula sa letter S? So, false. So, yung kasunod, halimbawa ay true. True, false, false, true. Okay? Minamapping mo lang para makuha mo yung Boolean values. Okay? So, ipe-play ko ulit ha.
The shelter is starting with S, so that's false. So we're concerned with words that do not start with S. So CAT do not start with S. DOG do not start with S, but shall start with S, so this one is false. So this one is false also. So the last one, bird, is true. So what the filter is doing is to filter out the value. So it will not result to Boolean values, but the values itself. So for example, so we execute this at Alt Enter. So yes, this one is the correct syntax. So as you can see, number 10, this is also the same. So we use lambda expression. You can use definition or function, but the instruction here is to use a lambda expression. Okay, so let's move. But before we move again,
Sige, tapusin
let's
na natin
delete some code cells. So this is the last one before we proceed to the NumPy section. So I hope you're excited for the NumPy. So for the last problem, so let me read the problem. You are driving a little too fast. A police officer stops you. Write a function to return one of three possible results. So first one, no ticket, small ticket, or big ticket. If your speed is 60 or less, that means less than 60 or less. The result is no ticket. If speed is between 61 and 80, so inclusive of 80, the result is small ticket. If speed is 81 or more, greater than or equal to 81, the result is big ticket. So we have a condition here. Unless it is your birthday, encoded as a Boolean value in the parameter of the function. On your birthday, your speed can be 5 higher in all cases. It means that you're allowed to speed 5 times, 5 higher, not 5 times. You're allowed to speed 5 higher in all cases. So let us write the function. So we define function. Let's define this as speeding test. So of course our first parameter is speed. Then the one, let's say the second parameter is it your birthday? So that's the one. So we have first condition first, if is birthday. So if it is your birthday, so we will define a variable here. Speeding is equivalent to speed minus 5. Although this one is higher, so we will subtract it by 5. Means that you are allowed to speed plus 5. Okay, so next one, else. If it is not your birthday, so your speeding will be your speed, your normal speed. Then we have also the condition for how much speeding you have done. So if speeding is greater than or equivalent to 81, okay, so we will return let's say big ticket. So you violate a lot, so you have a big ticket. So else if, so in Python, elif. Okay, so if speeding is greater than or equivalent to 60, okay, so we will return, let's see, I think small ticket. Okay. So the last statement, else. So this one is return. If you're not speeding, of course, you will have no ticket. Okay. So let us execute this. So Alt Enter. Okay. So we will use this one. So I'll just copy here. So copy, paste. So what is your speed? So for example, I'm speeding way above. So I'm expecting I have a big ticket, but it's my birthday. So for example, okay, so speeding test, it's my birthday. So Alt Enter. Okay, so I have an error here. Speed ng is not defined. So here, okay. So again, let's execute this again. So Shift Enter. Then this one, Alt Enter. Okay. So although I speed beyond the normal of big ticket, but it's my birthday, so 81 minus 5, I will just fall into small ticket. But it's not, it is not my birthday. Example false. So Alt Enter, I will have a big ticket. So that means I will pay a lot. So for example, I have 60 and it's not my birthday. So false again. So I will have a small ticket. But if it is my birthday, okay, so true. So I get a free pass. I will have no ticket. Although I'm speeding, okay, at 60 and it's my birthday, so I will have no ticket. So I hope
Okay. So yun yung solution dun sa ano. So pwede din yung sinasabi ni ni EJ yata, pwedeng date. Pwede din naman. Okay, pero mas simple lang yung yung solusyon. Yung naiisip ni EJ parang advanced na yun eh. Pero okay din
Sir,
naman yun.
Pwede din po kaya, sir, yung may input po. Yun po kasi yung ginawa ko po. Mag-i-input po ng...
Wow. Yaman ha. Pwede din naman. Sabi ko nga, basta same result tayo, okay lang. Walang mali.
po, sir. Thank you po.
Okay. So, yan. So, tatapusin ko muna dyan. Yan yung exercises natin. Isesend ko na lang ulit yung link niyan. Tinago ko kasi yan pansamantala yung mga yung mga exercises video namin last year. Kasi yun din yung binibigay kong exercise.